Hello, Steam, it's Crypto G here, just coming at you with another language video, a little bit different this time. Some of you might have been watching my Mandarin videos where I've been sort of showing my progress with Mandarin Chinese, and a few people on those videos have asked, what tools I use to learn the language I'm learning, and the ones that I know. And I've just started with Portuguese because I felt it was quite dissimilar from Chinese, and it wouldn't mess me up. And plus, it's a language I've always wanted to learn, and I guess being 1/8 Brazilian as well, I felt I should learn South American Portuguese. So yeah, I'm just going to compare the two apps that I use, which I think are brilliant. So yeah, first one is, we'll start with Duolingo, which, as I said, I've used in the past before. It's changed slightly in that now, instead of a free service and a kind of one-off payments, which is what I think they had before, they've now got a subscription service and a free service. And I think they've taken a couple of the features off the free service so that they can offer it in the subscription-based one. But I'm not sure. I've actually looked for info on this, and I'm not sure. When you choose your language in Duolingo, you'll get brought to something like this. And as you can see, this is Portuguese. I've just started Portuguese, and you got the basics 2, and so on. And you can kind of come down. You can shortcut if you think the app is going too slowly for you, and obviously you kind of unlock modules as you go along, and each one of these modules has got a bunch of lessons in them. There we can see, I've done a few lessons, and then it tells me what my weakest words were, if I got any of those wrong, spelling wrong or whatever. But what it seems to have taken away, there used to be, as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3 lessons here, and they always used to have a fourth one with a speaking. It had a little microphone symbol, and you spoke, and it checked your pronunciation. I'm hoping that's going to come back in the later lessons, and it's not that they've taken it away completely, because obviously it's very good for confidence, and you're obviously going to learn quicker if you're saying the words out loud as opposed to just reading and typing them and hearing them. So I'm hoping they bring that back. The extras, you've got a profile here, and that's actually somebody I sort of partnered up with a while back, and you can test yourself against them. Also with Duolingo, they've added a clubs feature, which they didn't have before. I'll just show you that. And you've got various Portuguese clubs you can join, and I guess that's full of people who are also on the app and speaking it. So there's a bit of a social element there, and it could be good to kind of drive you on and keep you learning the language. Onto Hello Chinese. Very similar structure. It's the best Chinese app that I've seen out there. It teaches you kind of stuff you would actually say. I mean, at the beginning it kind of doesn't, and I think it's doing that just to get you speaking the different tones. So it's got you speaking some kind of random words. But then it kind of gets, as you get down, you start to see family, time, restaurants, dates, all of this kind of stuff that you would need to, survive in an environment where people can only speak Mandarin. What I like about it as well is that it has other stuff with it. So, for instance, what you've got here, sorry, I've just got to find this because I haven't actually started using this yet. So you've got this immerse button at the bottom, and this gives you extra lessons and, you know, kind of practical lessons. So you've got food there, ordering food. I want Lego, which is, I guess, you know, going into a shop, transportation, renting an apartment, you know, all sort of functional stuff that you would actually need to in China. As well as that, it's got loads of great groups, links to YouTube videos. The makers of the app are actually Chinese, and, you know, you see the lady and she's got a YouTube channel as well. So you can really open up quite a lot. You know, I think Hello Chinese is a much more extensive app than Duolingo, and that kind of makes sense because it's only focusing just on Mandarin, not even Cantonese as well. So it can really dedicate all of its processing power to giving you the best Mandarin experience possible. So yeah, I would highly recommend those two apps. If you're learning Mandarin, you know, Hello Chinese is very good. And, you know, I'm using a fraction of its power, really, and I'm going to explore more. And Duolingo, brilliant for European languages. You know, I've used it to brush up my Spanish, get better at German, learn a bit of Swedish even, just because I like the sound of it, and now Portuguese. So I would definitely recommend that for European languages. Okay, so I'm going to make a Portuguese language now and sort of compare that to Spanish and talk about stuff I've found out. But for now, I'm going to wrap up this video and say goodbye. And hopefully, if you are looking to learn one of these languages, you know, you'll get these apps and benefit from that. Okay, thanks, Steam it. Bye bye now.